Hey, thanks for stopping by. Welcome back. Today, I'm going to talk about something that I've really wanted to talk about for quite a while. It's the fact that a lot of people have cars sitting in their driveways or in their yards that they've had for a long time. It may have sentimental value, but it's kind of derelict, and they want to restore it, but what ends up happening most of the time is they sit there for years, they never restore it, and eventually it gets junked. This
I can't go on.
This is a possible example of this.
Possible? Continue.
This is my friend Bruce. We've been buddies for years. We went to college together. And by the way, he does a great broadcast with Brian, and it's called Just Beneath the Surface.
Thank you. Twilight Zone.
It's all about the Twilight Zone.
The original one.
If you're into the Twilight Zone, or you want to learn about the Twilight Zone, you should definitely tune into that podcast.
And how it's applicable to current events.
Anyway, this is a 1998 Pontiac Bonneville. Now, if you recall kind of the history of cars, in the mid-1970s, we went through a really dark period from the 1970s, mid-1970s, until probably the mid to late 1990s. Really dark time. Cars were not good.
Really dark.
Really dark. But in the
dark.
mid-90s, it started coming back. And this is one of the cars, actually, that was really, it was one of the cars that was really good at the time. It was...
Excellent.
This is a Pontiac Bonneville.
Not really good, excellent.
This is the 9th generation Bonneville. Bonneville started making, Pontiac started making Bonneville 1958. This is the 9th generation.
Wow.
At the time, it was really great.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's your Bonneville.
I know, but I didn't know it was the 9th generation.
9th generation.
He is kind of smart, by the way.
This has a 3800, a 3.8 liter V6. It had about 205 horsepower, which at the time was really good.
Yeah, that's true.
It could.
That's true.
You could also buy this in the SSEI version, which was a supercharged 3800, and that had upwards of 240 horsepower.
But I didn't buy that one because I don't need to prove my manhood with horsepower.
He says.
I prove it by... Well, okay, go ahead.
So anyway, this car, excellent car for the time. However, this isn't a classic. It's not a muscle car.
No.
It's not a sports car. It was a regular sedan that's just driving on the streets like thousands of other cars.
No, it's not. It's my heartthrob. My
So
body,
the question
my
is,
love,
Bruce,
my life. Well, except for, well, yeah, I'm loving my life.
Now you're on. Why? First of all, how long have you had this car? How long has it been sitting here ready to be
1998, I bought it in Massachusetts. And it's been sitting, I drove it for $198,000, right? We checked.
Yeah.
Working for the feds, chasing down the bad guys, or whatever. So helping you guys out. But now it's been sitting here since 2017, March.
And by the way,
2018, let me correct myself.
This is 2022. Right now we're filming this in late
4
May.
years. Because it just needs work. It needs a lot of work. And finally the brakes went, and I was driving down here, the brakes went around the circle I was going, and I was like Steve McQueen in Bullet. It's just going around the turn, I'm gonna make it. And I did make it back. But brakes are gone. You can see it's marked up a bit. We couldn't even start it today, right? We started a little, but not too much. But the point the Mark, I think, is making is, this has sentimental value to me. And I think it's like some of those people out there, you might have had a car in your past. Or something in your past.
I did. I sold it.
That's because you have no heart.
I sold it to get a better car.
You're like the Tin Man. You're looking for a heart. I'm looking for a brain, but you're looking for a heart. So that's the way. But it has sentimental value because it took me through a lot of things. 5-foot snow going from New Jersey up to here. A trip that took 5 hours.
But the thing is,
14
Bruce,
hours.
Everyone has a car like that. And the reason I wanted to do this with you today, I drive around everywhere. In my own neighborhood, I go around the block, and there are cars just like this, sitting in yards, derelict. They're not registered any longer, and they're just sitting there, dirty, starting to rust out. And I'm sure the owners have the intention to rebuild it and restore it.
Like me.
But the question is this worth it?
Anyway.
Why do people keep these with the intent of restoring it rather than buying something new and having new experiences with your new car?
Because it has sentimental value. Just because something is old, decrepit, or whatever, like me, doesn't mean you should throw it out. Sometimes you want to hang on to the old things, and a lot of people do, like what you grew up with. I'm still making cassettes and tapes off albums or whatever. Now they have CDs.
Question. This has been sitting here since 2017. It's now 2022.
2018.
Okay, 2018.
Okay.
So when does the restoration start?
As soon as someone calls me. My number is 703.
It sounds like after this has been sitting here for a long time, It's not going to be restored, and what happens with most of the cars in this situation.
Don't say it.
It's going to be sent to that car heaven in the sky.
Ben.
So basically, the point of this was, and I hope you all get this, there are so many of these sitting around in every neighborhood, in every town in the United States, and I never really had the opportunity to talk to someone who actually owned one with the hopes of restoring it. Now we know this is probably the typical story.
Right, it is.
And it's sad,
It's
but
sad
true.
when it goes, because it may go to, and if we have to give it up, it's going to go to the Vietnam veterans. You know, they pick
That's
up cars, and that's a good cause or whatever. You know, for Bonnie to go to. But I mean, when it drove like a charm. It was great.
It did. And again, at the time, these were fantastic cars. My dad actually had one.
Yeah, your dad had one. Yeah, and there's
Had a Pontiac Bonneville just like that, 3800 engine, fantastic, dependable engine.
Yeah, and this has a brand new engine from 2008.
But it's past its time.
But it's
Well, Bruce, thank you very much.
The animals.
Appreciate it. Good talking to you about this.
Thank you, Marcus.
Thanks again for tuning in. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell. We'll see you
Bye-bye.
next time. Okay, go ahead.
Come on, Bonnie, one time. One time for the big man. Nope. Nope.
No go?
Just started like 5 minutes ago. Can you believe it? 5 minutes ago.